Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Satish.
Okay, can anyone tell me what we discussed yesterday? We were discussing about redefines and renames. Redefines is basically to give different data description entry for a given variable. Okay, let's say if a variable is x of 6, we can redefine with 9 of 2, 9 of 6, like that. So here the basic concept is using a different data description entry. That mean that what does that mean is using a different data type. And that is the basic concept. And what are the limitations? We cannot use for 66 and 88 levels. It should immediately follow the redefined data item. Okay, it should be at the same level. These are the basic limitations of redefines. Coming to renames, what is renames? Generally regrouping of elementary items. So giving a different name for a elementary item. So here we basically refers to elementary items. Here we basically refers to a group item which is redefined with a different data description. Here data description will change. Here data description will not change. Basically it will assign a new name to some of the variables of elementary group, not all the variables. It can be all the variables also, but if it is all the variables, there will be no difference to group variable and the redefined renamed variable. So at max scenario we will be using only some of the group elementary items. So that is the basic concept. But we will never encounter this in the project. We will only see what is redefines, and we will use that redefines basically. So the basic questions will be, what is the difference between redefine and renames? This will be one compulsory questions in the interview. And what are the limitations for redefines and renames? If you explain this, they will ask what are the limitations for these. So these are the two questions with respect to redefines and renames. So we should be ready enough to answer those questions in the interviews. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about 88 level number. 88 level number basically. What is 88 level number? We can call 88 level number as switch, or 88 level number, or conditional name item. So these are the three ways we call that 88. So it can be called as switch, or 88 level number, or conditional name. So generally in interview questions, if they ask, most time they will not ask, but some interviews, if they ask what is 88 level number, you can say that it is a switch or a conditional name item. So what does it do basically? So it do the basic processing of basic definition of a switch is that it is used for conditional processing. So it is used to find conditions. What type of conditions? Let's say if how do I say? Uh, an example like a students from CSE background should only take CSE books in the library. Like ECE background should take only ECE related books in the library. So these type of conditions will be checking with the conditional variable. That is 88 variable. Generally, the it should be basically coded at a group level. So it should be always coded under a group level. It's a if group level is student, let's say department is the group. If he's CSE, he should take only CSE related items. If he's ECE, he should take only ECE related items. So the group will be department. On the below, the conditions will apply whether he belongs to CSE group or ECE group. So that is how the conditional processing will happen. So it should be always coded under one group variable item. Okay. So what does it basically checks? It checks where true or false condition. So this is the basic definition of switch. It is used for conditional processing. It is coded under group variable. It will be used to check true or false condition. Let's say let's take one example. Let's take one example like gender. Gender, it is a here 01 is the group item. Under this group item, we coded the conditional level number. These are the conditional level numbers, right? We were discussing about 88 only. So we always code these condition variables with 88 level number. So here the condition is WS male, If the value is M, we should consider that as male. If the value is F, we should consider that as female. So the basic condition will be validated. So how do we validate that? So let's say if we are getting data from file, we move that file variable to this WS gender. Okay. So once move statement is done, okay, here we can give that as WS variable. This is also a WS variable basically, but to make you understand, I am giving it is as a file variable. Okay. So we are moving file data. We are getting data from like every student record we are getting from a file. We are moving that file variable to this working storage variable. I mean this variable basically WS gender. So we are moving to into this WS gender. After that we will have a condition like if it is WS male. So when does this WS male get satisfied means if this variable is having M value, let's say if it is having M value, then this condition will be true. Okay. So if it is M value means this condition we are checking. If it is WS male, so it is equal, right? Male M is equal to WS male only. This switch is satisfied. So these statements will be executed. Else, if it is not M, let's say if we are getting F, then this condition will be validated. That is how the condition works. Depending on what data we are passing to that group variable and what are the items present under it, under that group variable, depending on that, we'll give condition and we'll do processing in the program. So that is how the program works. Any questions here, team?
No, Satish.
We are good, right? So there are other examples also in this similar lines. What like let's say if let's take a software employee experience. So we are giving a group variable as WS experience. Pick a 9 of 2. One thing you should consider is we should never give pick in 88 level. We should always give that in a group variable. Okay. And the values, what values we are validating, that should be given here. So here I am giving given a sample like if the trainee is, if the experience is between 0 to 02, then we call him as trainee. If it is 3 to 5 years of experience, we call that as software developer. If it is 6 to 8, we call them as senior software developer. So that is how the basic validation should happen. So when we are checking conditions, we will check if WS trainee, then move 20K salary to salary. Else, if okay, else if WS software developer, okay, move 50K to salary. Else, we move directly 80K to salary. So we should end both the if conditions. I will be talking this if logics and loop variables in COBOL down the line in the COBOL when we are discussing looping. So this is how the code will be. Like we'll give working storage. We'll give a variable declaration in this format. The picture class should be 9 of 2. Here the values are 0 to 2, 0 0, and between it should be in the, like 0 0 0 1 or 0 2. Any values. If you are representing 3 values from 1.2, I mean range, then you should go for 0 0 through 0 2, 3 2 through 0 5, 6 through 0 8. So in between these ranges we allocate salary respectively. So that is how the code works. So we can declare even that like in this manner also multiple way values also we can give. but depending on your requirement, if the range is too much, like if it is having 10, till 10 we are thinking here, and from 10 to 20 we should give. So instead of giving 10 values, we can directly go and give through THRU. So depending on that, it will take. Are we good, guys? Here, multiple variables we can give in switches also. Are you able to understand this?
Yes, Satish.
Any questions? So this is what switch is basically. If you are good, I'll go ahead with COBOL divisions. This is the starting point from where we'll start. These are the basic variable declarations in COBOL. So now we are starting the COBOL actual processing will be starting here. If you have any questions with respect to previous topics, let me know. So we'll not be discussing much with respect to these topics. We'll be using these top concepts in below while we are coding. But if you need any clarification, let me know. So I take that as no.
హలో సతీష్.
Tell me.
యా యాక్చువల్లీ ఇప్పుడు మెయిన్ ఫ్రేమ్ లో కోడింగ్ ఎంత వరకు ఉంటుంది? అంటే మొత్తం టోటల్ కోడింగ్ ఉంటుందా, లేకపోతే ఇప్పుడు మేము చేసే యాక్చువల్ మెయిన్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ అనేది నాకు చాలా కొత్త. సో ఇందులో కోడింగ్ ఎంత వరకు ఉంటుంది జాబ్ లో?
To be frank, coding will present depending on your job post. Like if you are supporting, there will be less coding. If you are development or enhancement team, you will be in developing daily your routine will be coding only. So it depends on what type of work you are being assigned. But learning coding is compulsory in mainframes. That is what you should understand. It is not that you will not be code here. Coding will be compulsory here.
ఓకే.
Okay. If you are moving to software side, generally that should be coding you should learn. But compared to all other technologies, this would be the easy to learn. That is what I'm trying to say. It will be very easy to you to learn the things. If you are not able to crack this, then you will not be able to crack any other technology, coding technologies. That is what I mean to say. Basically,
బట్
this is an
ఎందుకంటే
English level coding. English like language. COBOL is an English like language. You will be able to easily understand, because if you look at these if conditions, you can easily understand. If this condition is not satisfied, this condition will validate. If this is also not satisfied, then this will be validated. This is how the code looks. It is not like Greek and Latin language. Basically, it is a straightforward English language only. Only thing is you need to learn the syntax. Any other questions? Guys, no questions, right? So let's start with COBOL programming. Okay. So COBOL program. Consists of 4 divisions. Okay. So what are those 4 divisions are? Identification division, environmental division, data division, procedure division. Okay. So what does COBOL program consist of? COBOL program consists of 4 divisions. What are those divisions? Identification division, environmental division, data division, procedure division. So these are the 4 divisions. Basically, you will, if you are in interviews, they will ask this question: what are the basic divisions in COBOL? So you should tell these are the divisions: identification division, environmental division, data division, procedure division. These are the divisions. Each division is having its own sections basically. So section means it is further divided into other types basically. So what does identification division says? It is used to identify a program. Let's say I written a program. Program A is written. Okay. Program B is written. So I wrote 3 programs. So how do I identify which program is A, which program is B, which program is C? Like I coded some statements in. I coded a couple of statements in program A. Okay, let's come think those as statements. Some logic. Okay, this is program B. This is program C. Okay. So when you code, you will able to understand even without a unique identification of that, you will not be able to understand that. So what does this identification division do is, at the starting of the program in COBOL program, you will be like writing code like, and program name you will code here. Okay, program name A, and these are the statements under it. Similarly, you will code identification division starting of the program, and this is B. Similarly, C also you code in similar lines. So to identify what program we are referring, that program name will present here. Basic, the program identification happens here. I told here the definition says it is used to identify program. If it is a program A, you say what is the program name of that, what you coded and what is its name. What you coded here, what is its name. So you can say program A is used for addition. Addition logic is coded here. Okay. Here you code subtraction. Okay. Here you code multiplication. So these multiplication logic, subtraction logic, addition logic will present in the statements. But the program name, if you are telling, give an addition program, if someone asks you, you should able to give that program A is addition. To identify that program, addition program is A. To identify subtraction program is B. So it says what is that program name. Basically, the name is present here. Let's say Satish. Satish name is present here. If it is Sunil, Sunil name is present. To identify that specific person, that specific program, we give that identification division. Any questions here? So identification division is used to identify a program. What is environmental division? Environmental division says it is used to tell about input files and output files used in the program. So let's say in the similar lines, we were coding what addition, subtraction. So here we are getting 2 variables. Let's say we are having a file. File is consisting of 2 variables. Variable A, variable X, and Y. Variable X value is 10. Okay. And variable Y value is 20. And we had other variable like result. Okay. Result will be nothing is present in that, but result will be spaces. So we need to populate this in the output file. Okay. Result, let's consist of the input file as we are getting this data. We need to write in the output file in such a manner the result. Output file should contain the result. Okay. So we do this addition here. Basically in program we do that addition and we populate that into output file. So to tell to the program what is the input file, what is the output file, we use that environmental division. We use that in environmental division. We had a section called input output section. Under this section we will assign the files. What is the input file, what is output file, we will assign. So depending on that assignment, the program logic will flow. That is how the environmental division is used. It is basically used to tell what are the files we are using in the programs. Okay. Any questions here? I'll show you a sample program. Depending on that, you can ask questions if you had any questions. So this is used to identify a program. Environmental division is used to tell what are the input files and output files in the program. Okay. Data divisions is where we were talking about COBOL data types, right? These are the where you will declaring that variables. So previously we declared how to declare a variable, right? Let's say let me go talk, it will be easy. So here you are declaring a variable, salary variable, WS employee name, employee ID. So these are the variables you are declaring basically. So when you are declaring these variables, where you will declare this? You will declare that in the working storage section. That is data division. Data division is having multiple sections under it. One of the section is working storage section. Under that section, you will declare these variables. So here, sorry, where is that? So here we had file section, we had working storage section and linkage section. So file section is what are the input files, what are the output files we'll have here. And the file section layout, what is the layout of that file section will be present here. Here the working storage section will be used to declare the working storage variables. Whatever we present there, declared there, those will be declared here basically. We give working storage variables, working storage section, and this is how we declare those variables in the program. Linkage section is something where we pass from job to COBOL program. The data will be passed from JCL to COBOL or COBOL to COBOL program. So basically linkage section is linking between JCL and COBOL or a COBOL program to a COBOL program. So linkage section, you can, with the name itself, you can identify it is linkage, linking, I mean a bridge between a JCL and a COBOL or a COBOL program A and COBOL program B. So that is the linkage section. Working storage section is where you declare the variables. File section is where you will like declare the layout of the file. Here, what will happen? In input output section, so what does this environmental division we do is we will get input file output file from JCL basically, and with respect to JCL we identify those input files and output files and assign a name to those files. So that is what happens in the environmental input output section. In file section we'll give just like the layout of the file will be done here. What is the layout? What is the first variable? What is the second variable? What is the third variable? In the file, the layout of the file will be declared here. Okay. The working storage section is general COBOL variables. We declare numeric data types, alphanumeric data type, whatever the variables like 88 level, 66 level, all the variables will be declared in the working storage section. Linkage section. What is linkage section? It is used to pass data from JCL to COBOL or a program like COBOL program A to COBOL program B. If you are passing data from two different programs, we use that linkage section, or to pass data from JCL to COBOL. Procedure division. The main logic is performed here. So these are the four sections in, divisions in COBOL. Any questions here? The actual validations happens in the procedure division. All this tells about what are the different things we are using in the program. Data division will tell what are the data we are using in the program. Environmental division says what are the environment, basically input files, output files, where the environment is running. All this will be done in the environment. The name itself says what that division is all about. Identification division is used to identify program. Environment division is says what are the input files, output files, what are the environment we are running. All this will be done here. Data division, it tells about the data what we are using in the COBOL program. The procedure division. Here the actual processing of the COBOL program, the logic of the COBOL program is written. So any questions here, team? You should be able to understand this. When I'm writing the program, you should not able to understand what is identification division, what is data division. You should not be having questions in your mind. If you are having some questions, let me know. I can explain that. Sunil, Raghu, please tell me. Any questions here? If no questions, I will ask some questions here with respect to our previous classes. Depending on that, we will go forward. So I'm planning like every day, end of the session or starting of the session, I'm planning to have that important like questions with respect to the previous concept. So that is what I'm planning. So if you know if you have any doubts, let me know. So we can discuss. Tomorrow you will not be in a situation where you are not able to answer the questions. Raghu, Sunil, any questions? Speak up, guys.
No, Satish.
We are good, right? Can anyone tell me what is identification division? What it is used for?
For any environmental decision.
Pardon?
For environment decision, it
Identification
is
division.
used for environment.
Sorry, environmental division is used to tell about the program input files and output files. What are the files we are using in the program? So that is the main use of environmental division. Okay.
Yes,
Hello.
okay.
Okay. Now, Sunil, tell me what are the different data divisions in different divisions in COBOL program. Raghu, are you able to tell what are the different types of divisions in COBOL program? Guys, please speak up here, please. Raghu has left. If I ask question, Raghu has left. Sunil, can you tell me what are the different divisions in COBOL? Sunil?
Yes, Satish, I'm here.
So we had 4 divisions. What are the 4 divisions? Identification division, environmental division, data division, procedure
Yes.
division. What is
Procedure.
identification division?
Used to identify the program.
Okay. What is environmental division? Read out what is present there, that only you read. You should able to what understand this, and then only you while coding you will relate that what we are doing there. Basically environmental
Yes,
division
Satish.
is input file and output file,
Used to
we
tell
mentioned that.
input and output files. Yes, used in program.
What is data division?
Data division used to declare variables which are used in the program.
Okay. What is the procedure division?
Used to perform program logic.
Logic. Okay. So these are the basic
Yes.
things in COBOL. So any questions with respect to yesterday's?
No, Satish.
I had one question. Let me tell if you are able to answer or not. So I'm declaring a variable. Okay. How much storage does this variable take? I declared this variable. How much storage will take this variable in the memory?
Pick 905.
How much storage it will take? What is the maximum value we can store here?
Just
We store maximum 5 nines. Okay. And what is that maximum storage it will take? It will take 5 bytes. Okay. 5
okay.
bytes
Okay,
of
Satish.
storage it will take.
5
Okay.
bytes is the maximum, Satish?
Yeah, we declare is 9 of 5. If it is 6, it will take 6 bytes. If it is 10, it will take 10 bytes. If it is 100, it will take 100 bytes.
Yes, got it, Satish.
Okay. So how much you
Yes,
specify?
Satish.
If it is 250, then 250 length it will take. It is 1250. Then 1250 bytes it will take. Okay.
Yes.
Basically, I want to add a question on top of that, but basically you are not even answer that. So, okay, let me ask a question. How do I say that? So I have a variable like pick 9 of 4. So I want to like not 9 of 4. Let's say I had a data value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to decide whether what I should take here, whether how the data should be displayed, comp or comp3. If you are able to tell this, tomorrow we'll look. Okay. I had a value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's say the salary amount. Salary is 50,000. Okay. So
Okay.
what declaration I should give? Comp or comp3. And some amount is purchase amount is present. The purchase amount is like I bought a shoes in Amazon, watch in Amazon, which is 2549.50. Okay. This is present. The value is this. So what we should use? Comp or comp3. Okay. You remember these questions, write down these questions, try to answer this tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, Satish.
If you are not able to do that, I will explain, but try to find out this answer. Okay. Look at the previous classes and try to find out the answer. Okay.
Sure, Satish. I'll go through. Satish,
Okay.
do we have class tomorrow?
Yes, we had class. You don't want class?
No. Just want
Basically,
to know.
that was planned on Saturday also. Only weekend, Sunday is
Okay.
not present. Tomorrow also we are having class. If people are
Yeah,
not
done,
joining,
Satish.
huh?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, you got the link also, right? For the class links
Yes,
also,
I
right?
have checked my email. I
Okay.
got, yes, all the
Okay.
requirements.
Okay then. Okay then. I'm done with the session today. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, done, Satish. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.